Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Kingdom Come Deliverance and the Adventures of a Blacksmith's Son. Last episode, which was quite a lengthy one, our home of Skalitz was sacked and razed, quite possibly. I think it was actually just sacked and massacred, could use that word, by the humans and Sigismund's horde, or army. And we managed to flee and get the town back, warn them, and then we saw Sir Divish hold off Sigismund and persuade him to leave. And now we are looking to escape Talmberg, because we're being held here at the orders of our lord, Ratsig of Kobila. And we want to get back to Skalitz so we can bury our dead parents who were killed in the massacre.
Good day to you.
Why did Sigismund burn down Skalitz and then come here too?
That's war for you, lad. Certain lords have resolved to take things into their own hands and eliminate anyone who doesn't share their view. Unfortunately, Sir Radzig is one of those. And what's more, he was sitting on a pile of silver that could help King Wenceslas's allies.
That's unfortunately worded. That's worded as if Radzig is one of those who murders people who disagree with him, rather than he's one of the lords who disagrees and must be murdered by Sigismund. It's not really worded in the best way, I don't think.
What happened in Kuttenberg?
Gutenberg, well, I'm just a simple soldier, but the good Lord gave me ears, and I've heard some things from Sir Divish and from those who fled from Sigismund's pillaging.
Were there many?
Indeed, but it was the Kuttenberg mercenaries who came to see me, because I knew them from before.
I see.
Listen, lad, these are all games of the high aristocracy. In Prague, a cabal of nobles rebelled against King Wenceslas, wealthy aristocrats who took against our king for reasons of their own. There's no doubt Sigismund had his fingers in the whole affair, him and Wenceslas's cousin Jobst. And that cabal helped him abduct the king.
So then why did Sigismund attack Kuttenberg?
Why do you think?
For the money. That's what it often is.
So he could loot it?
Correct. King Charles, may God grant him eternal glory, built Prague into a proper royal city, while King Wenceslas took a liking to Kuttenberg. After Prague, it's the most important city in Bohemia, in the entire Holy Roman Empire. He who commands the Kuttenberg silver is king.
So Kuttenberg sided with Wenceslas because he favored it?
Now you're starting to understand. When Sigismund imprisoned Wenceslas and took control of Prague, the people of Kuttenberg began to raise an army against him. So with the attack on Kuttenberg, Sigismund killed two birds with one stone. He defeated Wenceslas's most powerful allies before they could stand against him, and also gained immense wealth.
Wealth he could use to pay his mercenaries.
Where did these humans come from anyway?
I don't know much about them, only what the Chamberlain said, that they came to Hungary from the east and settled there. They're godless barbarians and merciless fighters. The nobles used to say the Hungarian king shouldn't enlist them, because they dishonor our rules of warfare. But when there's power and money to be had, it seems that honor isn't worth my spit. And believe me, it's always about power and money.
Yep. Not far wrong there.
So Robard, I need to get to Skalitz.
What would you do there, lad? Sigismund might have left, but the place will be swamped with robber barons, brigands, deserters, and other vermin. And anyway, your lord commanded you to stay here.
So Robard, my parents died there. I can't leave them to be eaten by dogs. What would you do in my place?
Sorry, lad, but I won't take orders. You'll have to wait until everything settles down, and maybe your lord will change his mind.
playing a trick on him. They were hiding in the bushes just where the land. Not a soul anywhere.
That's a piece of good fortune, then. We ought to celebrate.
By all means. The best of it is that pair of idiots truck up and uncle were walking right ahead of me, and they never even noticed the person. It's lying there right in the middle of the road.
You're a lucky man.
This time, but it all evens out in the end anyway.
Aye, true enough. God knows.
Man-eaters. Where did you hear such a thing? I hear our scouts found a fresh pile of human bones at the edge of Skalitz woods.
Mary, mother of God,
breakfast.
preserve us.
I asked for a high price, and he says, that's fine. And started counting the coin right there and then.
Jesus Christ be praised.
What I heard about him is a right.
Is there someone here who trades in goods?
Whatever is your man. He's the local dealer, a skinny fellow. I saw him by the granary. He'll buy anything that has any value, and he'd sell you his own granny, if he hadn't already sold her long since.
What do you think about Sigismund withdrawing?
It was a stroke of good luck. I know everyone says how clever Sir Divish is and all that, but it was a dangerous situation. That Sigismund is awful, unpredictable. He abducts the king, raids towns, brings foreign mercenaries into the heart of our country. God alone knows what he'll get up to next. God be with you.
She looks quite a bit like Lady Stephanie, doesn't she? Maybe it's just the hair.
Good day to you. What do you need?
Can you tell me who I can buy something from or sell to?
Everyone fled here with only what they could carry. But I reckon Vatava, the pond keeper, wouldn't let even Sigismund interrupt his business. I saw him by the granary. You can't miss him. He's skinny as a bulrush. I saw him by the granary. You can't miss him. He's skinny as a bulrush.
Clearly, since you feel the need to repeat it.
Sigismund's visit this morning was pretty alarming, wasn't it?
And no mistake. That army of his is enormous. It's a good thing Sir Divish is such a fine speaker, or they'd have squashed us like bugs. Goodbye.
God be with you. Farewell.
God be with you. What can I do for you?
May the Lord watch over you.
Good morning.
Is there someone here who trades in goods?
Try Votova. He's as thin as a starving hound and about as cheerful, but he can get anything you want. I saw him by the local granary.
Take care.
It's better never to lend money to kin.
Good day to you. What do you need?
Can you tell me who I can buy something from or sell to?
You want Votova, the fellow that fixes the weir at the Talmberg fish pond. He should be around the granary somewhere. Farewell.
Environmental dialogue is going berserk. Feels like.
Good morning. May the Lord watch over you.
Alright, let's head up, say a prayer at the altar, or the chapel, and then try and make our escape.
My respects to you.
Is there someone here who trades in goods?
I don't know. All the Talmbergers fled from the village, so it won't be easy to find anyone. When I want something, I go to the local pond keeper. He can usually get you anything you care to think of. He's over by the granary. But if it's food you want, you're better off going to the cook. She's more pleasant to deal with.
What do you think about the flight of the Skalitz folk?
I'd say Sir Rodzik is a fine lord. He made the most of the situation and saved his subjects. You don't see that very often.
He was lucky that big storm came.
But that's just it. Something happens by chance and you turn it to your advantage. There's not many capable of thinking so fast.
True enough.
That business with Sigismund turned out well in the end, didn't it?
Aye, that was a good start. Next, we need to drive him and his war whores out of Bohemia for good. Good luck to you.
Good day to you. What do you need?
Can you tell me where I can buy or sell something?
Go to the cook. She'll sell you something to eat.
What if I want something else?
Best ask Votiver, the pond keeper. But I don't know if he made it inside the castle before they closed the gate. Try asking some of the villagers. They should know.
Sir Divish certainly put Sigismund in his place.
You're right there. That's Sir Divish for you. May God grant him long life. Farewell.
Not sure who this shrine, which saint this shrine is dedicated to be honest. But let's pray for safe passage back to Skalitz, and for the ability to escape this place. Is anyone who can help us out, maybe? Oh, Lady Stephanie.
God save. Can I help you with anything?
I would like to ask your assistance, my lady, if I may be so bold.
What's the matter, lad?
I need to get out of the castle, and your husband is keeping me here by force.
Why, for the love of God, would you want to leave the castle?
My lady, I know you have a good heart. I can't live with the thought of my parents being left in the mud to be food for stray dogs. How can their souls find peace until they rest in hallowed ground?
My dear boy, you'd risk your own life to give them a Christian burial. My heart goes out to you. I will do what I can to help, though I'll tremble in fear until your return. But what can I do?
If I could just get past the guard at the gate somehow.
But you can. If you wear a proper suit of armor, and if he can't see your face, he won't recognize you and he'll let you go.
Good thinking. And where can I get the armor?
At the armory?
Where's that?
In the gate tower. But the soldiers sleep in other places around the castle too, and you might find armor nearby.
It's rather embarrassing, but if I'm to pay a bribe, I need money, and unfortunately, I don't have any.
How would you? Don't worry your head about it. This should be enough.
Thank you, my lady. I will repay you, I swear. They'll certainly ask where I'm going.
You could tell them Sir Robard sent you to Ujitz, to ask the parish priest how the folk there are faring.
That sounds reasonable. Thank you, my lady. I must go now. My lady, I hope you weren't unduly distressed by the arrival of Sigismund's army this morning.
Well, it was to be expected. And thanks to God's mercy and my good husband, there was no more bloodshed. But it's something else that distresses me. Maybe my mind deceives me. But I have an evil foreboding.
You, my lady? Surely not. No evil could possibly come to you.
I fear something bigger and worse will come. That Sigismund is only another omen of imminent evil. Of great evil. Goodbye.
Goodbye, my lady.
Jesus Christ be praised.
Is there someone here who trades in goods?
Hungry, are you? You should go and see the cook. She's good-hearted, especially if you come with some coin. For anything else, you should see a fellow called Votava. Folk aren't too fond of him, because he's as surly as a wet cat. But he can get you just about anything. I saw him by the granary. You'll recognize him easy. He looks like he's never had a decent meal in his life. Good luck to you.
Seems like an armory to me. No, it's not gonna work. I don't think that's gonna work either. Just keep retrying this until you find, yeah, that's a decent position. So much easier with a mouse.
Hey, who's there?
Oops, see nobody there.
respects to you.
Do you know where I can buy and sell things?
I try the kitchen. The cook sometimes sells us surplus food. Otherwise, I don't know. Try asking the villagers if there's anything they want or have to trade.
What do you think about the Skalitz folk?
It's a hell of a thing. First, everyone is shitting themselves that Sigismund is coming, and then it turns out like this. Praise the Lord they got out of the siege. Skalitz Castle is well fortified, all right, but I hear Sigismund's army is huge, and facing him is suicide. Sir Radzig did the right thing. I'm sorry you didn't all manage to get away.
So am I.
May God ease your pain.
Thank you.
I reckon that Sir Radzig must be a good man, the way he looks after his people. But you probably know him better.
Not really. My father was forging a sword for him, and when he came to have a look at it, we exchanged a few words. That's it.
Then that's a fine lord.
That was a tense moment this morning with Sigismund.
Sir Divish handled it masterfully. This is a strong castle. It should stand up to a siege, but Sigismund has an awful lot of soldiers.
Who are those peculiar mercenaries of his?
You mean the Cumans? No one knows much about them, except Sigismund enlisted them somewhere in the east. They're an evil-looking bunch, ain't they?
Not just looking.
Take care now.
Here's something I saw when we were on guard duty. Sword. I don't want to steal too much from the armory. Just taking what we can carry. Hopefully make us look the part.
Good day to you. What do you need?
Can you tell me where I can buy or sell something?
Someone to do business with. Well, Votova often gets things the merchants don't have. The last time I saw him, he was by the granary. Try him. He thinks about trade, day and night.
What do you think about that surprise during the night?
I was surprised, all right. I'm glad them people were saved, though. I'm just as glad it weren't Sigismund. For sure he'll come here in the end, too. But now at least we've got time to get ready for him.
Maybe he'll leave Talmberg be.
Maybe, maybe not. Could be he was only out to get Sir Radzig, because he's Wenceslas's hetman. And Skalitz is a rich town, so there was plenty of loot for the taking. 2 birds with 1 stone. So he might be satisfied and leave us alone.
Reckon we'll see soon enough, one way or the other.
By the way, Henry. It is Henry, ain't it? I was sorry to hear about your parents. They've gone on to better things. God be with you.
Ooh, now we can actually hear the rain against the wood, I think.
My lady.
God be with you. I'm sorry. Do I know you?
It's me, my lady. Henry.
I didn't recognize you at all. I still think you should stay here in the safety of the castle, Henry. But I see your heart is drawing you away from here. God go with you.
Thank you, my lady. Up the horse, I don't think. It says mount and steal it. While we are wearing disguise, I think. Yeah, I'm not gonna risk it. What are our stats for?
Jesus Christ be praised.
I need to get out of here.
Says who? I've never seen you before in my life. And that's odd, seeing as how you're wearing our colors.
I'm Sir Robar's messenger. He's sending me to Uges to find out if Sigismund's army has been giving them trouble.
I might believe you if I knew who you were. Who the hell are you?
I'm Yannick of Malashov. I haven't been here long, but if you had your eyes open, you would have noticed me. Now open the fucking gate, or I'll have to go and get Sir Robard, and you wouldn't want that, would you?
Oh, alright, alright. Take care now.
Hey! Open the gate!
Okay. That is one thing that bothers me on hardcore mode, is that it always focuses on Skalitz when you're going to the map. So you always have to like zoom it out, and it's really cumbersome and bothersome to me. Alright, here's Talmberg. Alright, so we need to go right on the fork, head down into the village, and then just follow the road along the ridge or the edge there. Well, we don't arouse any suspicion, hopefully. Our nourishment is still pretty good. Nope, somebody's looting over there.
Answer to my prayers just when I wanted to vent my rage on someone. You're dead.
Got really sloppy there. Seems to be a little psychic, I think. Might be best to just avoid. So I don't think we have the skills to sneak up on them.
Sweet Jesus. It's the charcoal burner.
Many people to bury.
Hey! What did these poor souls ever do to them?
You know, that guy's still running up the hill. But But I think, you know, Henry's pretty pissed at this point.
You're in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Killed our 2 people for the first time.
Well, I never. I surrender! Have mercy on me!
You're not going anywhere, armed. Leave your weapon on the ground and get lost.
Very well.
I'll leave him his coin. But the bread I can make use of. And it will grow stale. Anyway.
Bailiff. He didn't run like me. The guy with a sword in his hand.
Honestly, this water looks quite a lot better, I think, even than Avatar's. To be perfectly honest with you.
Stood by your side with this. In the end, you were a hero. You didn't run away. Didn't abandon me like me. It wasn't supposed to be you, Bianca. I'll find the bastards that did this to you. I'll find them. I swear it. Just wait a while. And then I'll come back for you. I won't leave you like that. I'll take this as a keepsake to remember you by, my dearest.
Turn this place inside. Oh. No survivors.
Why did you do it to me, Father? Why? Why did you leave me? Forgive me. Forgive me for everything. Next time I won't run. I'll never run away again. I'll find the one who did this to you. I remember his face. I'll find him. But first, I have to find this shovel and take care of you. I remember you told me you wanted to lie beside Mother. Here. Under the linden tree. At least I can do that much for you.
Very lovely shot decisions as well in this scene, I think. The framing of it is really solid, cinematically.
away, you mutt! Get away, you beast!
What's going on? Bishak, what in God's name are you doing?
What do you think I'm doing? Digging turnips? The beast just went for me.
Isn't that Mutt the butcher's? Isn't that body the butcher's?
Yeah, that's him. What's that got to do with anything?
I'd say the poor creature is standing guard over his master. You weren't trying to get to him, were you?
What do you care what I'm doing here? What are you doing?
Came to bury my parents.
So bury them and leave me be.
Do you know what happened to Teresa from the mill? When I fled, the Cumans wanted to... They meant to violate her, and God knows what else.
No, I don't know. What do I care? They probably raped her and killed her like all the others. Her misfortune. Right now, I've got to take care of myself.
How did you manage to get away?
How do you think? I ran.
If you lend me that spade, I have to dig a grave. I can't find another.
What's it worth to you? I see you have a fine sword. I'll gladly trade you my spade for that. How did you come by it anyway?
My father forged it for Sir Radzig. It's my duty to deliver it to him. It's not for sale.
Go right ahead and dig that grave with your sword. See how that goes. And where will you dig it anyway? Here? You're not going to lay your parents in unhallowed ground, are you?
Father said he wanted to be buried here, and I can't take them to St. James's. I'm willing until I can find a priest to consecrate the ground. I've interrupted you robbing the dead. Is that why you're so ill-tempered? You bastard. Haven't you got a shred of honor?
And what of it? The butcher has no more need of corn. And now that I think of it, your sword would do me quite nicely as well. Will you hand it over without a fuss, or do you want to end up like the butcher here?
The only way you'll touch this sword is when I shove it in your guts.
So that's the way of it? Not without a sword, huh?
Easy there, boy. No more. A good master won't be needing this anymore.
No, I'm not gonna leave the master. Just wanted to calm down the dog. It does come pretty close to being raised, I would say, Skalitz, yeah. Which I think it was, historically. That's where things started. Seems so different now. Only a day later. And even pick up the axe.
This is a good place. You're gonna like it. So, let's get to it. Damn it all.
Those are quite some eyelashes.
How am I gonna do this?
Do you need some help? Is that him?
Yes. Can't you see the sword?
Who are you? What do you want?
Zbyszek?
Who do you think we are? Franciscan brothers? We're here to rob you of everything you've got. Especially that fine blade that's of no use to a peasant like you anyway.
Banish the thought. It is my father's sword.
You mean him? I don't think he's going to be needing it. Listen here, boy. You hand over that sword, I might just let you go. If not, you're in for a family reunion you really don't want.
Leave me alone.
Kill him, Runt! Aye, cut the bastard down.
As you like. Could have just cost you a few teeth.
Ah!
Stop pitching!
Ow.
Smash his head in.
Ow! Okay, he stepped right through that. That's pretty impressive, not gonna lie.
Oh dear, did that.
Ow. Oh, we came pretty good there, I think. Stabbed him a few times.
I told you how it would end. You should have listened to me. This is nice work. The chief is going to like it. It's new, isn't it? Now, for the maiden bloodletting. Surely your father never would have imagined it would be your blood. I believe there's a word for such moments. The old man would certainly know. Well, I'm just a common killer. Did you help make it? No doubt you did. Such miserable luck. To die by the sword you helped forge.
Hey, go fuckers! The games are over.
Really? Those weren't our clothes. We were in town-back uniform. Oh well. I guess they stripped us. Fair enough. Yes, another lovely shot.
Oppigiamo! Nem csinálom.
Do you need some help?
And this is why we picked nightmares as one of the negative.
There's work to be done.
God damn, my leg hurts. So yeah, we're ending this when Henry wakes up. We get through some dialogue.
Wake up, Henry. It's past sunrise. Henry, can you hear me? Get up, Henry. Wake up. It's a new day. Henry, can you hear me? Hallelujah. I thought you'd never wake. Were you having a nightmare?
Teresa?
You still have a fever. Uncle won't be pleased, but you'll have to stay in bed.
Where am I? In Skalitz?
We're at my uncle's mill in Rattay. I didn't know where else to go.
What happened?
You don't remember anything? I suppose that's not surprising. I found you in Skalitz after those bandits attacked you. I thought they'd done for you, but you were still breathing. Why in heaven's name did you go back there? It was madness. They slaughtered everyone who didn't run.
My parents, I wanted to bury them. I had to...
Don't worry. I took care of it.
Thank you.
Any good Christian would have done the same. Now sleep. You need your strength back. You're awake.
Good morning.
It's near midnight. You've slept all day.
Oh. Oh, I feel like a horse fell on me.
The beating you took was worse. But at least the fever's broken.
How did you manage to save me?
You were lucky. I was in Skalitz and I saw Zbyszek and his thugs. I tried to distract them, but it would have been no use if those soldiers from Talmberg hadn't arrived. They were searching for you and scattered the bandits.
What in the world were you doing in Skalitz?
Waiting to die.
What?
They killed my brothers, my family, my friends.
They're all dead.
All of them. Everyone I ever loved. They killed one of my brothers in the mines. After that, what did I have to live for?
Don't say that. There's always hope.
No, there isn't. But it doesn't matter. I'm a different person now.
Searching for me?
Yes. Lord Divish sent them, led by Captain Robard. So tell me, why is a lord of such high standing interested in a blacksmith?
Sir Divish promised Sir Radzik he'd look after me. But as for why they should care, I've no idea. Oh, I'm exhausted.
I'm not surprised. I'll bring you water and something to eat. In the meantime, rest. You're still very weak. Good morning to you. How's the invalid today?
Ugh, haven't felt as good as this since they lashed me to the wheel and quartered me on the town square.
Got your sense of humor back. You must be better. My uncle will be glad to hear it. I had a job persuading him to let me bring you here. If you'd lain around much longer, he really would have dumped you on the town square. You can stay until you find somewhere else to live, but my uncle will want payment for taking you in and caring for you.
And this is your uncle's house?
We're in Rattay Mill, my uncle's mill at Peshek. He took me in, and I talked him into taking care of you too.
I've been lying here long enough.
Uncle will be pleased he's one mouth less to feed. But are you truly well enough?
Well enough to do what has to be done. Where can I find Sir Radzik?
He's in the lower castle in Perkstein. He's a guest of Sir Hanush of Leipa. But someone like you can't just walk up bold as you please and demand an audience.
I know Sir Radzik, and I didn't bring him his sword as I was supposed to. I must see him.
If you insist. But you need to speak to my uncle first. You've been in your sickbed for over a fortnight while he paid the apothecary to tend to you, and for medicine. That's a good deal of coin you owe him.
I've been lying here 2 weeks. My God.
Better a fortnight in bed than an eternity in the grave. If it weren't for my uncle, you wouldn't be here at all.
I owe you both my life, and I'll repay my debt. You have my word.
All right. But before you go to town, you should eat something. You're still weak. There's food on the table for you.
And I think we'll grab a freshener with some booze. Alright, we have grab 3 bottles of schnapps. Grab a bow. Long distance arrows, a lockpick. Armor to sell here. Just we're not really gonna use it. We need a pair of pants though. Trust ourselves. Somewhat decent again. And our allergy. What the fuck? I can't talk. Energy is really low. Like, for all as much time as we spent in bed, it clearly wasn't enough. We still need some rest. Lots of it. Okay. Well, we're gonna stop here though. And hopefully you guys will join me for the next part. I hope you enjoyed your time here. I really appreciate you joining me. Hopefully we can continue this journey together. As now is when the adventures really begin for Henry. And I'm sorry, I'm slurring my words and stumbling over them a little bit. I'm quite tired at the moment, and my leg is really hurting, so I need to get some rest. But yeah, thanks for watching, and until the next episode, please take care of yourselves, be safe, and goodbye, and good luck.